gamer fuel.
Fuck. I don't have gamer fuel.
Well, session cancelled. No gamer fuel.
Hello?
Yeah.
No, I can get gamer fuel. This is the benefit of having a laptop.
Yes, can you hear me?
Well, whatever this. What?
Oh,
That's gamer fuel.
Sure.
Wait, you can't sip rice.
Yes, you can.
Sure you can.
Uh,
Have you
not sponsored.
Heard of a horchata?
I'm joking. I don't have any.
I did forget about rice pudding, to be fair.
All right. So
I literally just have rice.
So?
let's get into it. So, with our keeper of lore still missing or coming in later,
I did overfill
We need
the
a recap.
little like cups, so.
Oh wait, I'm about to retire soon. Damn, that's crazy.
hopefully.
That's wild.
Nuts.
Speak, my mammoth friend.
I'm still a mammoth, so
Yep.
Yep.
did you
That's
expect
right.
anything less?
Nope.
I have gamer fuel now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure the last thing we did was literally fight in the cemetery.
Mm,
Like we haven't
Yes.
done anything since, right?
Nope.
Well, you know, you
Let me dust off these notes.
you did start in the manor, the Mercurius mansion, where you were meeting the cleric of the Von.
Oh wow.
That was the session before that, right?
No,
Yeah.
we ended the session
some
with you
people
meeting
turned
the cleric
into
of the Von,
mammoths.
Yeah.
and then we started the session with actually talking with the cleric.
Okay. But I seem to recall him telling us about the graveyard problem.
Yeah, his name's Roderick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a meeting with Roderick. He then informed us effectively about what was going on within the cemetery. And seeing as we were going to leave Kelb shortly, we decided that it was probably best for us to deal with that present situation. So, whilst it was getting towards night time before we were supposed to rendezvous with Roderick, we will take some downtime, where we all seem to all come to the same realization that we're at a bit of an impasse and that we don't actually know which or where we should be going, and whether or not we can actually stop the cult. We all sort of sit down to think about the cult's goals and how the hell they could achieve summoning something so terrible. Like, what even is the point of the coming of Asmodeus? During the day, then Adrish has a meeting with some of the members of the council, where one of the concerns brought up is the fact that a wyvern has been spotted off in a distance, and we all sort of look at each other and think to ourselves, it's probably the one that Dorothy. Besides that, the other main issue was around the fortification of defenses. We then strike up a conversation with Esper and Sylvia upon the leaving of the other council members, where they give me a piece of information about the Knights of Sundabar. They remember a light, and then I remember that Lightbringer was a part of a quest related to the Knights of Sundabar. Esper and Sylvia mentioned that they were coming from the far north, from a dangerous adventure near 10 towns in Icewind Dale, and that they spent a long time there recovering. However, they also let me know specifically that they spent a long time recovering in the home of a speaker named Bryn Sundar, a disgraced paladin exiled from his order, the Holy Order of Sumlot. With this sort of information, Finn begins to ponder and thinks, maybe he has some unfinished business that he needs to begin tending to with Lightbringer. We then proceed to meet up with Roderick outside of the cemetery. I take the lead, and I look around, and I notice that there's been some activity, but nothing extremely disrespectful, nothing that's really desecrated the remains of the dead. We then proceed to head towards the Ashglade Mausoleum, where Emma begins to work on unlocking it, and notices that there's a faint light coming from the keyhole, which shouldn't be occurring. After that, a battle then breaks out with the undead in the cemetery, where Finn almost died many times, but was saved, as well as Emma, by the tactfulness and wit of their companion Adrift, for turning them into malice. And that's where we ended off. Also, Hig, I remember doing this, and I don't know why. I remember taking notes about that Order of Knights, but I can't find them. So do you like have a rough idea of what session it was?
I went live without that number.
Oh, this is session 100.
No, this is session 99.
Wait, what?
Make up your minds. The internet begs you.
Session 98 was you arriving at Kelp, meeting Doran, catching up, meeting Moldy, meeting a cleric. Now, sorry, this is, yeah, you're correct. So this is session 100. The previous was session 99. Sorry. Yeah, session 100, guys.
Yay! Maybe we'll level up.
No.
Yo, we like tumbled, but yeah. Do you remember the session where we spoke about the knights? It was like at that time when we got chased by like those. It was like the giants, right, or the orcs. In those woods.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, what is your question, Goni?
I'm asking, do you know like approximately what session it was when we met the Lich and